If you want to retain top talent, it's not just about leads, splits, or incentives. One of the most powerful retention strategies most brokers overlook is feedback. Real, consistent, intentional feedback.
Coach's Corner with Mike.
I'm Mike Secord. I coach brokers and team leaders who are serious about growth without experiencing burnout. And if you're losing agents to other teams, to burnout, to other offices, or quiet quitting, it's probably not about the money. It's about the conversations you're not having. A recent study found that employees who receive meaningful feedback, at least weekly, are 3 times more likely to be engaged and far more likely to stay. Here's the problem: most brokers only give feedback when it's negative. Or worse, they avoid it altogether. That creates confusion, resentment, and distance. The best brokers, they do the opposite. They normalize feedback as a culture, not a correction. Here's what I see all the time: brokers who don't want to micromanage, so they stay totally hands off. Team leaders who wait until something breaks to speak up. Or worse, they only give compliments in passing with no context or consistency. The result? Agents feel unseen, unsupported, and unsure if they're actually on track. People don't leave because of tough conversations. They leave because they never really had one. I want to show you the exact framework I teach to every broker and team leader I coach. It's called the feedback loop for retention. It's not a quarterly review. It's not a performance plan. It's a rhythm, a weekly or biweekly process designed to coach, not just correct your agents. And it's built on 3 simple, powerful pillars. Pillar one: affirmation. What are they doing right? And do they know you see it? A lot of leaders assume their team knows that they're appreciated, but they really don't. According to a study, 1 in 3 employees say they've only received recognition in the past 30 days. That means 2/3 of your team might be wondering if they're doing a good job, even when you know they are. So we start by affirming. Be specific, not vague. Praise. Tell them great job. Tie it into results. Recognize effort and values, not just the outcomes. Why does this matter? Because when people feel seen, they stay. Pillar two: adjustment. What's not working? How can we fix it without making it personal? This is the feedback most leaders avoid, but avoiding it doesn't preserve relationships, it really erodes them. Here's the key: give feedback in real time, not weeks later. Be clear and kind. Don't assign blame. Identify blocks. A Harvard Business Review found that 72% of employees said their performance would improve with just more corrective feedback. They don't fear it, they want it, as long as it's fair, focused, and actionable. Pillar three: alignment. How does this feedback connect to their goals and your shared mission? Without this step, feedback just feels like micromanaging. With it, feedback becomes a path to growth. Here's how you build alignment: reconnect to personal goals. Improving this system will help you get there when you do that. Also, reinforce team values. This kind of communication reflects the excellence we promise our clients. And end with a short next step. Let's revisit this next Friday and see what's improved. I'll support you however I can. The feedback loop in action. And here's the real takeaway: you don't do this once a quarter, you do it consistently, predictably, on a rhythm, weekly if possible. When feedback becomes part of your culture, not a surprise, trust increases, turnover drops, and performance always compounds. This is leadership, not micromanaging, not avoidance, real leadership. And it starts with one conversation. I created a tool to help with this. It's called the Feedback Framework for Retention Worksheet. It's a plug and play prompt for both positive and constructive feedback. Its weekly rhythm templates will normalize your check ins. It's also a guide to having confident conversations that build culture. This tool will help you shift from reactive leadership to retention focused communication. If you've been frustrated by turnover, if you've lost great agents who never told you why, it's time to shift how you lead because the best retention strategy isn't a raise, it isn't beggar splits, it's recognition. And the best way to grow performance isn't pressure, it's feedback. You can't fix what you're not willing to talk about. But when you build a culture of honest, regular communication, people stay, people grow, and your team scales stronger. Download the feedback framework now and use it with one agent this week. And if you want help in building a team culture that retains and performs, book a free strategy call. We'll audit your leadership gaps and build a plan that works. No fluff, no guesswork, just real leadership in real time. Let's build something people don't want to leave.